Hi, so this week's video is going to be a little bit different. I've been working away on commissions and deliveries and stuff, and I haven't really done anything particularly art related otherwise. I haven't been to any galleries and I've not really done much of anything, to be honest. But I did get this in the mail. Ooh. Lovely big box that I'm going to be unboxing on camera today, and then I'm going to go away, do a little drawing, and come back and give you another time lapse of me editing and talking about artsy fartsy stuff and color theory and general Photoshop stuff anyway. So yeah, stick around for that. It's going to be really cool. So before I open up the mega box, I just want to talk a little bit about some products that I've used before from the Body Shop, particularly ones for dealing with skin stuff. Ever since I was in high school, I've been using Body Shop products on and off to help me with my main two skin problems, which is stretch marks and acne. For acne, and I'm just going to put this out there, I had horrific acne as a teenager. I'm talking like to the point where I was like always a little bit in pain because of my face, and it led to other health issues at one point. This stuff is one of the few things that I've found in my entire life, to be honest, so far, that actually genuinely helps with acne. Because it's tea tree, it has stuff in it that is anti-inflammatory, and a lot of the worst parts about having acne is how inflamed and sore your skin can get, and it makes you want to pick at it and do all that gross stuff. So having something that actually helps with that will help reduce your acne, basically. I find as well, because I'm not ginger, I'm actually blonde, but most of both sides of my family are very, very ginger. I get like really red skin, and I feel like this actually helps me with that just throughout the week in general as well. And it actually really smells nice as well. Like, I think I just got some on my nose. But like, it smells really good. It's one of those like stereotypical movie green mess as well, which I kind of like. But yeah, it's really good. If you have problems with your skin, check this out because it's helped me a lot. Stretch marks wise, I've had issues with stretch marks from puberty as well, because I'm a bottom heavy lady and I used to be a beanpole of a kid before hitting like 12, and then I just went like that. I'm all hips now, which you can't really see. But because of that, I got obsessed with cycling, but I wasn't eating enough to build up muscle. So I was just kind of inflating and deflating, and nothing was really happening the way it should have to help with that. And I made my stretch marks 10 times worse than they needed to be. Now, the body butters that you get from the Body Shop seriously help with that stuff. Not so much the flavored ones like strawberry and orange and all that sort of thing, but the cocoa and the shea butter ones, I used to use them with cheaper stuff and use just like a tiny bit on top so it smelled nice and it felt nice, to sort of balance it out, because these aren't the cheapest things in the world. And I mean, if you're putting this on like twice a day, this little tub is not gonna do it. And I was not made of money as a teenager. But they're also good as well if you have problems with dry skin. They're really good. You can even use this on your face when I was going through acne treatment and I was on a lot of really heavy medication for it, I was actually using this on my skin because it does this gross thing where like your face starts peeling and stuff and you have dry skin all the time because it's drying everything out to get rid of the acne. This helps a lot because it stays moist but not oily. And it just smells nice as well. This one's just strawberry. Oh, I love this stuff. You can see how much I've used of this one because I love this stuff. I even occasionally use this in my hair, like a leave-in conditioner, because it gets really dry here sometimes when it's not just hot and humid, and my hair gets quite frizzy. So sometimes I need something else on top of like conditioning my hair and stuff like that to just sort of keep it out of my face. This is really good. I've also used this quite a fair bit since I got given this at Christmas from Jared's mum, my boyfriend's mum. It's hand and nail cream. I'm gonna put a disclaimer out there. I'm not a girly girl. I don't really, you know, go get my nails did. I don't really spend much on stuff like this at all. But I have to say, when I do paint my nails, which I do now and again, it just makes me feel a bit fancier before I like put my nail polish on and stuff. And I've got like Wookiee genes, so like having thick hair and thick nails is not an issue that I personally have, but I've noticed that it's actually made my nails even thicker, which I didn't think was possible. And they grow even faster than they already did, which is crazy because like they already grow too fast. But I really like this stuff, and it makes me feel like a dainty lady putting on my hand cream before I go to bed and stuff. So yeah, I recommend that. Their stuff's real good. You get a bunch of different flavors and things as well for this stuff. So if you don't like strawberry but you like, I don't know, lavender or something like that kind of smells, they have something for everyone. And if you're not mad about scented stuff, their vanilla stuff doesn't smell too strong, but it's all the same sort of chemicals and whatnot in it, so you'll get the same results. I'm gonna open this box now because I've been very excited about this for weeks. Like I said in the intro, I got I got a voucher for my birthday, and I usually don't spend them and all that, but I like to have baths. I don't do a lot of like treat stuff for myself. Like I don't even go and get my hair cut. I cut my own hair. So baths for me are kind of like the one thing that I do for myself to relax. So I've always got like candles and nice little stinky things like this stuff. That's now on my kitchen floor, but that kind of stuff in my bathroom. So I was just like, you know, I don't really get myself stuff very often. I'm just gonna treat myself to some nice scented stuff. Because all the stuff I've just shown you as well as gifts, like I don't even buy that stuff for myself very often. Ooh. There's a lot of this in here, which I don't think was really necessary. What's this? Ooh! They're giving me a little free thing. This is cool. I didn't know they were gonna do that. Oh. It's a little sachet of face mask. And me being the spotty bitch that I am, the more the merrier for this kind of stuff. What is it? It says it's an overnight mask. Oh, okay. I got really confused. I was like, are people wearing face masks overnight? Have I missed something? It's not at all. It's like, you just put it on for a little bit before you go to bed. But it's hemp, so, you know, good on him. Alright, let's take this out now. Yes! I feel like it could have done with a lot less packaging for such a small thing, because the thing I got's only this big and the box was like out to here. I don't think it was necessary. Also, I'm not going to go on at people for using plastic because I'm just as bad as the next person for forgetting to recycle on that. But this seems unnecessary for how much other stuff was in that box, and the fact that this is also in a box. I don't think that we needed more plastic in there, okay? I've been watching a lot of David Attenborough stuff recently, so I'm trying to be more aware of that sort of thing. It's a nice little box though. A little bow. It's kind of cute. It's that like twine stuff I always see people have in their bathrooms and shit. It's not my kind of thing personally, but the box itself is really cute. I may even keep the stuff in it if I can remember, although I'm a messy person, so it will probably just end up all over my bathroom, if I'm honest. As you can see, I've got myself the zesty Satsuma Pampering Essentials. It's just a mini box. You can get bigger sets full of this stuff as well, so like if you're thinking about seriously getting it and you don't want like the little bottles like I got, go ahead, but I'm not going to be using this stuff every single day, you know? It's not like I'm using this instead of my regular shampoos and things. Oh man, I've done something a bit different. Usually if I had the money to get stuff in the body shop, I get just all the strawberry stuff and occasionally the raspberry things as well. But I just opened this, and I don't know if they've done something sneaky, like put perfume in this, but it smells so good. It's just like, I love citrus stuff as well, so I wanted to try something different. But this little box set that I've got, this is so cute. I love that. I kind of forgot what I bought, if I'm honest, until just now. I was like, I know there's like a loofah and some soap, but I couldn't remember all the other stuff, so I'm actually really excited now. I got the Satsuma version of the strawberry scented stuff that's now on my kitchen floor. This is the Satsuma version. And I'm gonna straight up open this up because I can already smell it from here, and it is, oh. It's super weird. It actually smells like Manuka honey a little bit. It's not particularly overly colored, but that doesn't smell as strongly of orange as I thought. It's not bad. And it definitely has a hint of citrus in it. But like, I thought it'd be more orangey. It's still good though. I'm definitely gonna use that. I've got just bar soap. I like bar soap. I am one of those people that still uses bar soap, so I'm happy about it. We have like hand soap for like if you're using the bathroom. This isn't for that. This is more for like fancy shower time. It's just in like, I'm not saying this to be a douche, but like, you know, if you get like a takeaway sandwich and it comes in that like plastic but also kind of cardboardy sort of bag, or like if you got something from the bakery from your local supermarket, you get those bags, it feels like that but like fancier. And it actually smells, I think this is the thing that's made the bag, or well, the box smell amazing, is hot damn. I'm just gonna... Ooh. Oh yeah. This is just a video of me sniffing stuff, by the way. Look at it. It just smells like... It smells like any good orange lollipops that you have as a kid. Like the ones that, if you're from the UK, you get these lollipops. I'm gonna put an image here because I don't know what they're called, but I'll find them. You always get them at Halloween and it smells exactly like one of those. And it's cute. It's actually got a couple of dents in it, but I'm not too worried about that because I think this was roughed up a bit on my way home, to be honest. But it's just got, I don't know if you can really see it, maybe if I go like that. It's just got a little Body Shop stamp in it. It's slightly see-through, but not enough to make a difference. But oh, I think I lied a bit. I think I might have to use this every single day because this smells so good. You want to know what I'm gonna smell like from now on? Satsuma Body Shop soap, basically. Got a little, the world's tiniest loofah. It seems a bit pointless to me, if I'm honest. I don't know what people are expecting me to clean with this, but I'm a big lady. This isn't gonna do much for me. But it's cute. It feels like a loofah. To be honest, there's nothing that special about it. It has a little Body Shop thing on it. So if you're into having your bathroom stuff match each other, there you go. I've also got, ooh, more hand cream. I was just saying how fancy it made me feel. But Satsuma flavored. It's got cold pressed Satsuma oil from Argentina. Ooh, it's a little bit sexy. I actually really like these because the lids are really good as well. I'm really bad for losing lids on things for some reason, but these screw on real tight, so if you have that issue as well, you'll like this stuff. Actually, you know, I'll use a bit just now for you. Ooh. That's way too much. This doesn't smell as strong as the other stuff. It's hand cream, so I guess it doesn't have to. It feels really nice though. Ooh. This isn't hand and nail cream, but I'm putting it on my nails anyway. Just let me live my life, okay? It dries in pretty quick, which I like. I don't like moisturizers and things like that stay greasy for ages, but I just wanna... This one smells stronger. So if you just want, if you are for some reason stuck between the almond one and this orangey Satsuma, the Satsuma one, this one smells a lot stronger, like you will smell it all day. This is just subtle. This smells like an actual Satsuma where it's not like too in your face and that. It's really nice though. I'm into that. This stuff's, I'm really happy with this. I wasn't expecting to be so excited by this. I also just got a massive thing of shower gel as well. Gel douche. Says even. I know that some of you won't even find that funny, but I'm a child, so gel douche. I love all the packaging that they do for this. They even stamp into the lids of these as well. I really like their shower gels because if you... Sorry, if you don't wear perfume that often like me, but you still want to smell a bit girly now and again, this stuff actually lasts almost all day. And a little trick that I used to do if I was going on a date or like somewhere fancy and I wanted my hair to smell nice, I used to take a little bit of the strawberry version of this, like just the tiniest bit, like that much, like a pea-sized bit, and put in my shampoo before I wash my hair, and then just put it in my head. So it doesn't make your hair go all weird, but you still get the smell, and it would last almost 2 days sometimes. Doesn't do that so much on your bod, but your bod's a bit different and you're washing it more. But that is really nice. It smells like... I don't know, it smells strange. It's a lot subtler than I was thinking. I have to say these all smell completely different. This smells like honey. This one smells like orange zest, not actual oranges, if that makes sense. This one barely smells of anything, but I reckon when you lather up with it, it'll smell quite strong, just from the box. And this stuff smells like fucking lollipops to me, apparently. So make it that what you will. I don't know why I bothered getting the set with the loofah. This is pathetic. This is tiny. Like, I don't like spending a lot of time in the bath or the shower particularly. So this is just gonna make me have to like take my time, and I don't like that. I like efficiency. So yeah, apart from that, really happy with all this stuff. I also just love all of the branding for the Body Shop stuff. I love what they do with like the top-down views of fruit and things, and when they don't have that, they've got like the similar sort of thing, so it all looks the same but slightly different. And I just think it's really cute. I'm going to go away now after rambling about nothing relevant to art particularly for 20 odd minutes, and I'm going to draw something inspired by the Body Shop's monochrome sort of layouts and designs to their products, and also inspired by Satsumas and all that fun jazz. So stick around, I'll be back in just a second. So this piece that I did this week is a little bit different for me. I used to do a lot more sort of surrealism kind of stuff where I'd take animals and I'd like do weird stuff with them, and I am by no means the first person to ever do a cross-section snake, but I'm really happy with how this came out, and I'm super cheesed with it, to be honest. I've been trying to do new stuff with the way that I draw at the moment. One of the main things is the way that I draw snakes in general. And I'll pop up a thing just real quick. Bam. These are a couple that I've done this year in the past couple of months. And I've been finding that I'm drawing snakes very, very different from how I used to, like in college or whatever. The cat skull one, which you can actually buy on a shirt, I'll put the link in the description for that if you want to go grab it, was a really big game changer for me, because I did that Medusa one as just like a sketch, and then I was asked to do 2 shirts for this radio station called The Faction, and they kind of wanted like gothy rock stuff, and I was like, skulls are cool, cat skull. And then I had to think of something, and eventually I ended up with these Siamese snakes. But like I've done here, I had to simplify some of the details that I would usually put in it because I was worried that it wouldn't come out and look as visually sound on the actual shirt. So like I've done here, I don't have huge amounts of detail on the head and the end of the tail. I've got more of a hint of detail and shape instead, which I think I've done better on this one, to be honest, but I like the little twin-headed snakes more. And I've also, instead of doing really detailed scales, I've kind of just sort of simplified it a bit for the sake of the texture. And I haven't drawn in markings or anything on this one particularly. And I've just drawn them so that they're going in the direction that they would on the actual snake. And I feel like it works real well because if you have two bits that are close together, like the middle of this one particularly, it shows that they're different parts of the snake and they don't just look like a big old butt or something. So yeah, really cheesed with that. Another thing that was new for me, well, sort of new, and something that I've been working on a bit this year, is foliage. I hate backgrounds. I'm really bad at motivating myself to do backgrounds, to be honest, because I spend so long on whatever the feature thing is usually that I run out of steam and I just don't do it. But very recently, and if you follow me on Facebook and Instagram, link in bio, you will have seen some of the stuff that I've done this year, particularly these two, Bam Bam, where I've been working a lot more with leaves and branches and berries. Because although I like having my stuff sometimes be a bit floaty, I'm kind of enjoying and sort of moving into this thing of wanting to do different stuff with my work. And I'm really enjoying the foliage side of things, and it's a bit of a challenge. So because this was a Satsuma themed thing, because everything I got was Satsuma flavored, I ended up drawing this lovely little tree with Satsumas growing off it. I really like how it came out actually, because I have only really drawn very basic fruit and stuff, and I've never done it as like a core aspect of a piece before, whereas in this one actually a large portion of the image is the fruit and the leaves and stuff, so it was quite challenging for me. But I really enjoyed it. Just things like, top tip if you ever have to draw Satsumas for some reason, don't draw them as circles. They're kind of like if you took a perfect sphere and stood on it lightly. So it's not completely flat, but it's kind of being smushed. That's what I did here. And yeah, I think it came out good. I really like the leaves in this as well, although they were a nightmare to colour in, if I'm honest. Because there's just so many of them. And I don't have the background editing in this video because I had quite a few issues with it and my computer. And it's just like, there's no point in me recording this, you won't see half of it. But I actually took the solid color layer shapes from the colored in leaves and used it to create the background in the last finished piece. And I think it came out really well, and it's something very different for me because I usually either use monoprints or just flat color or gradients, or sometimes like speckles. But like I'm about to do on this snake, I didn't really want to do that, you know? I also really love how the colours came out in this because I kept the leaves in. This is actually the 5th attempt of the piece for this week's video that I did, because I had some real issues with coming up with ideas for it. And the main idea I was going with for ages before choosing this one was like a snake wrapped around Satsumas, so it would be like if you were looking top down on it rather from the side like this one is. But because it was too much orange, the snake kind of got lost in it. So the leaves in this one actually really make both the Satsumas and the snake stand out because they're such a dark colour in comparison. I also really like what I'm doing just now. I did a new thing with how I do my shadows, because I was experimenting a lot with this one. And I actually used, instead of doing a colour and then just lowering the opacity, I actually did it on a multiply layer in a purple for most of the stuff in this, even the leaves as well. And yeah, I just put on a multiply layer, lowered the opacity just like the slightest little bit. It looked really good, and it made everything have like this really nice, rich depth, which I think is good, because this whole piece is inspired by, yeah, fair enough, Satsumas and that, but also luxury bath products for some reason. And so I did want it to look a bit lush, I guess. And I think I did a good job of that. Overall, I'm really happy with how this turned out. I wish I could have shown you guys how I did the background, but what I'll do is, for one of my later videos, I'll go away and I'll do something similar with how I made that background, and I'll show you how I did it. Because to be honest, it was a big old struggle, and I don't think it would honestly make for that good a viewing anyway. So it will be a bit more concise, and I'll tell you how I did that next time. But for now, yeah, I'm really happy with this. I like this green with the sort of like red oranges as well. I don't use this kind of green very often. I have a bad habit of leaning towards like bright greens, like neons and stuff instead. But it was a good lesson on restraint with my color palette for today. And I think it just makes everything sort of stick out real nice, which I'm super happy about. So pretty much I'm just gonna go around and do these leaves for ages now, by the way, if you're wondering why I'm not talking that much. It's not really much to talk about this bit. I'm colouring in leaves. I do go back in and I add in lighting and stuff, I think with a yellow and a very, very dark burgundy sort of colour. But it's mostly literally just me tracing these shapes, and you know, I like how it came out. I don't think there was a way I could have layered this up any better, because there are a lot of components, for me at least, in this piece. Because you've got sticks, you've got the leaves, you've got the Satsumas, and then you've actually got the snake and then the segments and stuff. I was trying to make it as easy for me as possible, and it still took hours. Like, it took me about 4 hours just to color this in, and I think it took me slightly longer than that to do the drawing, but keep in mind, like I said, this was like several attempts later. And once I got it, it went pretty quick, but like, because of the scale of it and things, I was trying to really make sure that if this got printed and things like that, which honestly, because I like it so much, when I set up my Etsy shop, I am probably going to put this on there, to be honest. I wanted to have a lot of interesting detail, and I didn't want it to be too blocky. And I think I achieved that. You know, I'm really happy with the fact that I challenged myself and I didn't just like bail out, to be honest. Because I do have a bad habit of going like, oh, I don't want to draw this anymore, I'm just going to draw a bird, sort of thing. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I put a lot of heart into it. I hope you enjoyed my unboxing. And I'm going to let this video tail off now and you can see the final pieces. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked my art and my stupid unboxing. If you want to see more of this, please do like and subscribe to my channel. And check out my Instagram and Facebook. I post even more art stuff that you won't see on here, on them.